The perfect heart health meal. Scientifically backed foods that protect your arteries. When it comes to heart health, most people focus on what we shouldn't eat. But today, I want to flip that script completely. Let's talk about what you should put on your plate and the foods that actively work to keep your cardiovascular system running smoothly. What's really going on inside your arteries? Before we get to the foods, let's clarify what's actually happening inside your blood vessels. You've probably heard about arterial plaque, but let's take a closer look at what it really is. Think of plaque as layers of accumulated debris. This includes calcium deposits, cholesterol molecules, and proteins, all gathered on your arterial walls. But here's the surprising part. Most of this calcium doesn't appear randomly. It always comes from something called a biofilm. Biofilms are colonies of bacteria that form protective calcium shells around themselves. We can think of biofilms as microscopic castles. Biofilms tend to settle in places where your arterial walls are rough or damaged. If the blood vessel is smooth and flexible, the plaque has nowhere to stick. But if this surface becomes inflamed or irritated, the plaque becomes sticky and creates the perfect environment for buildup. What causes this damage? The main culprits are things we know very well: excess sugar and refined carbohydrates, processed fats high in omega-6 fatty acids, alcohol and junk food, insulin resistance, or early-stage diabetes. These factors trigger your body to produce small, dense LDL particles. This triggering is the event most strongly linked to plaque formation. Let's clear up an important misconception. LDL cholesterol itself is not bad. LDL is a carrier protein that transports cholesterol to repair damaged areas in your arterial walls. You can think of it like a porter carrying a nurse's bag in the emergency room. The reason the problem arises here is that there is constant damage. As repair materials continue to accumulate, they mix with calcium and fibrous proteins, essentially becoming biological cement. Over time, this forms hardened plaque that obstructs blood flow. 3 vitamins with superpowers. Preventing and even reversing this plaque formation process depends largely on 3 essential nutrients. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic cop for calcium. It gives commands to direct calcium to your bones and teeth. It also keeps calcium away from soft tissues like arteries and joints. Without sufficient vitamin K2, calcium goes to the wrong places and begins to contribute to hardening and calcification. Vitamin C plays a completely different but equally important role. It strengthens the structure of blood vessels and maintains the integrity of your gums. Why is this important? Because bacteria in your mouth can easily enter your bloodstream through small openings in your gums. These microbes can travel through the bloodstream and attach to arterial walls, initiating plaque formation. High vitamin C intake helps prevent this by strengthening both blood vessels and connective tissues. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects the delicate inner lining of your arteries, called the endothelium. It helps prevent oxidation, reduce inflammation, and improve oxygen delivery to the heart muscle. If the human body lacks vitamin E, arterial tissue becomes vulnerable to microdamage that leads to plaque buildup. Omega balance. When someone starts reducing omega-6 fatty acids, it is also important to increase omega-3 intake. This balance is one of the key factors that will help reduce inflammation in your body, including your blood vessels. Creating the perfect heart health plate. Let's turn all this information into a powerful meal that helps prevent arterial damage. 1. Wild salmon, essential. Omega-3 fatty acids contain EPA and DHA. These acids are particularly helpful in reducing inflammation in the body. They have a significant effect on certain mental health issues, especially depression. Regular omega-3 intake can reduce blood clots and help regulate blood pressure. These essential fats help maintain arterial flexibility. 2. Sauerkraut, probiotic powerhouse. Add plenty of cabbage to a container filled with lactic acid bacteria to ferment. These lactic acid bacteria not only support digestion, but also form a protective community in your gut, supporting your heart via the gut-heart axis. After improving bacterial balance, sauerkraut contains nearly 7 times the recommended daily intake of vitamin C, making it one of the richest natural sources available. It is also enriched with vitamin K2, which is naturally produced during fermentation. This vitamin is responsible for drawing calcium from the arteries and directing it to the bones. When these properties come together, sauerkraut supports gut integrity and prevents microbial leakage into the bloodstream. While performing these tasks, it also reduces inflammation and helps keep arteries. 3. Arugula salad, detox greens. Unlike ordinary lettuce, arugula belongs to the brassica family, along with cabbage, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. This gives it a powerful advantage. It supports the liver and the body's detoxification process and helps balance blood sugar. Arugula has a naturally bitter taste. This bitterness stimulates digestion and bile secretion, allowing your body to metabolize fats more efficiently. In addition, arugula is rich in potassium, a mineral necessary for soft, elastic arteries and normal blood pressure. 4. Extra virgin olive oil. Don't forget to drizzle extra virgin olive oil on your salad. Olive oil is liquid gold for your arteries. Rich in polyphenols, olive oil acts as a natural antioxidant agent. With regular consumption, it reduces oxidative stress in blood vessels and increases arterial wall elasticity. Studies show that people with olive oil-based dietary habits, such as those in the Mediterranean region, have significantly lower rates of heart disease and hypertension compared to people who consume normal amounts of fat. To get the most out of olive oil, it is better to choose pure, cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil rather than refined or blended varieties. 5. Apple cider vinegar, metabolic booster. Don't forget to add apple cider vinegar to your salads as a dressing. Acetic acid, the active ingredient in vinegar, has several important roles. Balances blood sugar spikes after meals, supports fat and cholesterol metabolism, facilitates the absorption of fat-soluble nutrients by promoting bile flow. Adding vinegar not only improves the taste, but also helps regulate mechanisms linked to deaths caused by heart or blood vessel problems. 6. Sunflower seeds. Vitamin E supplement. After preparing your salad, sprinkle a handful of sunflower seeds on top. These tiny seeds are one of the richest natural sources of vitamin E. This vitamin helps support blood flow, prevent clotting, and maintain the integrity of heart muscle cells. When combined with the omega-3 fats in olive oil and salmon, sunflower seeds form a powerful trio that keeps blood vessels flexible and clean. 7. Garlic, the ancient protector. Finally, there is garlic, one of nature's most powerful foods. Whether fresh, powdered, or fermented, it makes no difference. Garlic is one of the best foods for helping to lower blood pressure and reduce the risk of blood clots. Because natural sulfur compounds have antimicrobial and antibacterial properties, it helps prevent harmful bacteria from settling in your bloodstream. Garlic also relaxes and dilates blood vessels because it promotes nitric oxide production. This improves circulation and reduces the load on your heart. Conclusion: a strong cardiovascular system is not solely dependent on what you eat. It varies based on the microbial balance your body maintains daily. If you want to protect your heart naturally, you can start by paying attention to what you put on your plate. Make sure to choose foods that reduce inflammation, strengthen blood vessel walls, and nourish the right microbes. When your gut, mouth, and arteries are in harmony, your entire system begins to heal itself. If you found this content valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.